you could put a killer zip line off of this thing.
Yeah.
Down to your friend's house, which is right there.
Where's their friend's house?
Oh, right there. There it is. Yeah, it's downhill just a little bit. It'd be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, it's downhill a lot of it.
Like, hey, you want to come over? Yeah, I'll be there in a zip. Hang on.
Smack right in the side of the house. We are back on site this morning, and we've got a red zip super highway going down our deck to attach our front band.
Yeah.
And you guys broke this right in the middle of the spans here. I like that. I think that's a good way to start doing all of our construction.
There is a reason behind it if you want to know.
Okay.
All right. Do you remember when we used pallets to brace our walkboard system, and then because of that we couldn't straighten the wall? If we screwed our zip board down to all the joists that we're trying to straighten with layout lines on our band, then we wouldn't be able to move them. So we just put one set of screws on one joist in the center of each sheet so that the ends of the joist would be all free to move. That was the idea.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah, so it actually turns out we're not even really having to move them, like at all, really. We could have screwed it down just like normal. Okay. It would have been fine.
Turns out you can't do anything without thinking about it. I mean, it's nothing.
Nothing is simple. We're trying to get all these aligned to the layout on the band board, and sometimes it's actually really difficult because it might need to move over, and it's difficult to do that, and move up, and it's difficult to do that, and to do them at the same time accurately, it's very stressful.
So stressful you can't even talk.
Strain yourself. So what I'm going to do is we're going to divide and conquer here. I can lift and kind of push over. See how much strength I have?
Yeah.
Yeah, see? So I'm going to do that part right there, and then he's going to lift up a little more because I can't quite get it there. And then Ray's going to go ahead and screw it on there.
Wow.
That's what it...
If you had like 10 arms, you could do that yourself.
Now, that would be super hard to do by yourself. You'd have to do some really heavy-duty thinking.
Well, good job.
Yep.
I think that was one of the ones I was saying that was going to be trouble.
Well, it's trouble, all right, but we'll kind of let everything... we'll apply all the stresses to all the boards, and then we'll just let them see what happens.
Jason's doing this move here where you pry on the screw to pull the board up. And just a quick warning about doing that like you're doing it, Jason.
Yeah.
Like pushing your weight out over the edge.
Yeah, I'm actually holding on here just for that reason.
Yeah.
If I slipped, I'd actually not go head over heels over there.
Yeah, and we've actually broken a few of these wood handle hammers doing exactly what you're doing. Just
You don't want to take a dive. I've done almost the same thing where I have a chisel and I beat my chisel into pry with the chisel, and then I'm pulling on it so hard and it slips.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing that you're holding on to. So that could be very dangerous.
Yeah.
Always have your other hand on something. But that means you can't shoot it. So that's tricky. While these guys finish up with this band, I'm gonna get going taking down some of this temporary bracing that you see here. We're gonna install permanent bracing. That's these pressure treated 4x6s you see here. So I'm gonna take a look at what I can take down now. This side, since it has this rigid braced wall, the concrete, all the braces can come off in this direction. That's fine. Over here, all the braces coming out this way can now be removed because it's braced this way by all these joists, but the braces running this direction are still needed because that's the only thing keeping the deck from racking this way till the permanent bracing is installed. And I'm putting them in our new Perkins Builder Brothers pouch, which is really nice. You can take it off your belt if you don't want that much weight all the time. And you can load it like straight out of the screw bag. So I'm gonna load that thing up. Guys that are working.
Maybe we should.
We're eating donuts. Definitely figure in a lot of extra material for projects like this for bracing. If you don't, you just literally have nothing to do the bracing with, or a bunch of scraps. So this makes it a lot easier, safer, and we will use these. All right. Woo! Those are good boards right there. Gotta get all these out too. Just gonna
trip hazard now that there's not a brace attached to them. They're not as visible. Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's amazing how good that dirt holds these. Oh gosh. Make myself a lever with one screw. This would really hurt my back if I was to pull any harder just straight on it, but one hand here with this lever thing can pull it out. Boy, that was really in there. So that's a good trick. Now that I got some of the bracing out of the way, our final step before putting the permanent braces is to check if these are still plumb, like coming down from the top to the bottom. If not, we can adjust them in this direction by taking the temp screws out that we have and moving it. And we can adjust it in this direction by just killing it with a sledgehammer. And it'll move maybe a quarter. You might be able to get a quarter if you just kill it. So we might have to do that. And then we're gonna put the real connectors in, and these are made for plate to post connections. And these are great because we can get down in these holes where we don't have much room and actually fasten them. It's really hard to swing a hammer down in a pit if you've ever done that. So we're gonna just put about 4 of these per side for now. You don't mind if your drill sucks in a bunch of chunks of dirt, do you? I guess not. I didn't think you did. Oh my gosh. It's what the job demands, you know. I think it'll handle it. I can already see a problem if we need to plumb any of these. They're all braced with our walkboard contraption.
They are, but I gotta say, I'm looking at it, and you braced it in such a way we could probably cut the screws loose and they would stay on their ledgers.
Oh yeah.
And we probably could adjust them a tiny.
Okay. Most of these are coming out great, which is a little surprising. A lot of times we really got to move them around because by the time we've moved the top around to get centered on the girder or pushed it in or out with our joists or whatever, it's not plumb down, but these are good. It's like we did a good job or something.
You did catch what that guy said, right?
What?
Dave that was here?
No.
He was watching Ray J, and then he watched my channel, and that's how he found you guys.
No.
Yes, he did.
Shut up.
Yes.
He's the only person on earth that happened.
It probably is the only person, but I tell you, that's what he said.
Wow.
100%.
Huh. Good job, buddy. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Today's video is brought to you by Keeps, and they've been a longtime sponsor of our YouTube channel, which we really appreciate. And Keeps is a subscription service that helps men keep their hair comfortably and affordably from their own home. And you can get a 3, 6, or a 12-month supply of clinically proven medication sent right to your door in a discreet package if that matters to you. So it's really simple and easy to use. And you can pause, cancel, or adjust your plan at any time. I personally use Keeps, and it was really simple. I had a consultation, and they figured out what was going to work for me, what I needed, and then it was sent directly to my door. So I never had to go to a pharmacy. I never had to go to a physician's office, and it's worked really well for me. I went from like losing hair super quickly to keeping hair and now regrowing some hair. So I'm really stoked about that actually. And my wife is too. I think it's awesome. So if you're one of the guys that's having some kind of male pattern baldness or some hair loss, that's okay. It's a majority of guys and you can do something about it. Just remember, hair loss stops with Keeps. Just head to keeps.com/Perkins and you can get a special offer. And it's a pretty good special offer, by the way. I know what it is. That's KEEPS.com/Perkins. You can get a special offer. Thank you, Keeps, for sponsoring our video. Let's get back to work.
Oh, that's how I move. Oh yeah, we're moving now.
Okay, nice.
We get totally rained on here.
How far does it have to go? I feel like there's one in too, though. Good.
I'm gonna call that good.
Yeah, that's brilliant.
All right, all I was gonna see it over here is the birds and the deer, so it's fine.
Let me get this straight. You're eating fish now as well?
I am, and because of my cholesterol, like I need to. be careful with what I eat.
So. Ray is eating fish, if I'm not mistaken,
tuna
as well. I know Jamie's eating tuna.
Yeah.
What are you eating?
Peanut butter and
Thank God.
Kool-Aid gel.
I was like, man.
I'm thinking for starters to figure out how big these braces should be. Let's just measure 3 feet out of the corner. Can you measure 3 feet from the beam there?
Yep.
To there? Yep. And let's measure how long of a piece that makes and actually just hold up a scrap and see if we kind of like it. Because there's no real code telling us exactly what it has to be.
Really?
I don't think so.
I guess I've never heard one. How long are your boards? Like, we want to get 2 out of 1, right?
Yeah, they're 12 foot.
So we have 6 foot is our max. Absolute.
And yeah, and there should be some, I want to lap some back up into the beam.
Okay.
Kind of with a notch inside. Attach it, A-T-T-A-C-H, attach.
Okay. All right, let's see what we got.
All right, there's 3. There's that, and we're looking at a little over 4. And if I go up, like, say, what, 6-8 inches? If I made it 5 foot total.
Yeah. I mean, should we go a little more? Just
By the way, they didn't have 10 footers. I tried to buy 10s.
Okay.
They didn't have them. In the past, we've done 6x6s for posts almost as tall. And sometimes, even when you brace it with a brace, as long as we're talking about like a 4 to 5 foot long brace, the amount of posts left below the brace was still flexible enough for the whole thing to sway.
Yeah.
Even though you've braced it like what you think is really good.
The post itself could bow.
But I don't think in this case, these are not going to bend.
Okay.
So I'm feeling confident that not necessarily a smaller brace is going to be fine, but a 4 to 5 foot long brace.
Okay.
Man, that's on there. There you go. Whew. What's bad about this saw coming these 45s?
Almost like Anita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me do it though. I'm kind of scared. I did this once for Jono holding
Just make sure
the guard back.
Yeah, make sure
It was scary.
Is fully flat.
Base plate flat, action.
Yeah.
Woo! Going at like 100 RPMs.
It's not that fast of a motor. It doesn't spin the blade all that fast. Yeah. It's just heavy. We're gonna put the ends into these posts and girder with these giant 8-inch GRK RSS screws.
They don't like it.
Dude,
Wow, 2-man drill
you're
action.
gonna kiss that drill goodbye, I think, after a few more.
Wow.
Does anybody have a better drill?
I've got a big flex drill. So Jamie's coming back with a 5-inch like toe screw from each side, like further up, to help lock that in and make sure everything's good to go.
Oh, it's locked in for sure. Locked and loaded.
So these guys have a pretty good setup to get to where they need to go. Jason's having to move this ladder every time and get the bottom situated like this to where it's, you know, not slipping around. Let's see. So you can see that puts way off the ground. I brought my thing here. What is this thing called? The ladder pivot tool. Not sponsored. I actually bought this at a Sherwin-Williams store, where you're sitting flat. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's good. Steep, but it's good. Funny story is one time we braced, I think it was like a carport that we did with posts like this, and the homeowner was there, and a guy that was working with us got up on the roof, and he's like, let me test this thing out. And he got like a run and went boom, like stomped as hard as he could to like transition his weight. And the homeowner was staring right at it, and it went after we'd finished bracing it. I was like, dude. And then we ended up leaving it, but you can make some of the stuff move a little bit.
That was a little upset. He was like,
Yeah.
I know.
it's like, stop doing that.
I know.
We've got one of these left, and then we can take down all of our diagonal bracing. But we were just thinking and talking, we should probably leave these for the walk boards just in case. Now, don't get mad.
I know what you're going to say. I don't even want to hear it.
She wants the girders and all the posts stained.
Wait until we tell her how bad of an idea that is.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
No.
Oh, you know.
I mean, I think it looks stupid.
Yeah. Natural wood.
All I'm saying is there's no way we're getting up to stain the top of the post and do the girder without what we have set up here. So we should probably leave it.
It won't be bad, Ray. It'll be all right for you.
Jono!
So all the bracing can come down.
All the diagonal bracing, yes. Besides the ones we just put up.
But if we kill all the gophers,
Gotta be specific around here.
Add nails back in this, and I'm trying to shoot them all at a little angle because I'm shooting into end grain on these. It'll just hold a lot better. There are screws in it as well. That's it. Whew, that was tiring. That was like 6 clips of these pass load nails. Now that the deck is framed and braced and the whole front band is shot off with like 1,000 nails, we're gonna build a temporary safety rail up here. It's pretty high up, and it's gonna be without a rail for a long time, basically till near the end of the job. So I think it's worth doing. We have all these boards we took down from bracing and all the screws and stuff to do it, so. Boom. That looks good. I'm telling you, if we could build rails like this as the permanent rail, I feel like 1 hour.
This is the new look. Everyone's doing it. It's awesome.
1 hour, it costs $300 total. Be about 1/10 of the cost of the real permanent railing. And it'd last 1/10 as long too. Be like next year, hey, my rail's rotted off the house again.
3 of my friends fell off the deck.
Yeah, this would not last very long is the problem. It'll last till we get the house built. Can you hear me down there?
What?
This deck is huge.
I didn't even see anybody. Who's talking? Yeah, it is. You know, it goes with bowling.
Yep. Wearing bell bottoms.
Oh, yeah. Ugly shirts.
I feel like I'm on the bow of the Titanic here.
Well, we're already remodeling the Titanic because we lapped these corners on our 20-minute rails the wrong way. Now that's straightened her out.
What does it matter?
Well,
Were they
it just,
crooked?
yeah, it just went whoop at the end. I looked up and I was like,
no.
oh, we're done. Like,
No.
what? So now that it's remodeled, so Ray, that other corner is probably the same exact way.
You think so?
Yep, it is. Now, what do you think?
It's beautiful. I was wondering what all the noise was. I was down
Yeah.
there shoveling forever.
We built all the rails in the time you shoveled
worry,
a little bit of dirt.
That's good. A little bit of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I like the way you say that.
Looks great.
feels huge.
It is
It
huge.
does when you don't feel like it's dangerous to walk to the edge,
Yeah.
it makes it,
Like you want to jump off?
no, it just makes it nice. You can enjoy it without being worried.